Without directly mentioning DG Finance, I emphasized the importance of companies protecting their innovators rather than seeing them as replaceable resources. Afterward, during the reception, several young women engineers approached me, seeking advice and mentorship. One of them, barely 30, confided, "Your story changed how I document my work." I started keeping detailed logs of my development process on personal time. "Smart," I replied. "Your innovations deserve protection." As the evening concluded, I checked my phone to find an industry news alert. TechVantage had finally announced the licensing agreement with TechBazaar, acknowledging me by name as the algorithm's creator. Their stock had stabilized, though at a significantly lower valuation than before my departure. 1 year to the day after being told to clean out my desk, I sat in my spacious office at TechBazaar, reviewing the quarterly innovation report. Under my leadership, the company had released 3 groundbreaking products built on my algorithm, capturing significant market share from DG Finance and other competitors. A knock at my door interrupted my analysis. It was Greg holding a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses. "Happy anniversary," he said, setting the glasses on my desk. "The board asked me to share the news with you personally before the public announcement. TechBazaar has officially surpassed DG Finance in market valuation for the first time in company history." I smiled, feeling not triumph but a quiet satisfaction. That's what happens when you value innovation properly. As Greg poured the champagne, my assistant delivered a sleek envelope. Inside was an invitation to speak at Women in Technology's annual leadership summit. The topic? Owning your intellectual value. How commented, noticing the invitation. The story about the executive who didn't recognize what she had until it was gone has become a cautionary tale in corporate boardrooms. Richard Donovan, who had remained as DG Finance CEO after the crisis, had implemented sweeping changes in how the company recognized and rewarded innovation. Their new policies on intellectual property protection and inventor recognition were reportedly modeled after the program I had established at TechBazaar. "It was never about revenge," I said, raising my glass in a toast. "It was about recognition, about showing the industry that innovation isn't anonymous. It comes from real people who deserve real credit." To proper recognition, Greg agreed, clinking his glass against mine. As the afternoon sun streamed through my office windows, I reflected on my journey. At 56, I had finally found what had eluded me throughout my career, not just success, but acknowledgement. My name was now permanently attached to the algorithm that had changed an industry, exactly where it belonged.